Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. A huge welcome to spring here from me, and in celebration of that, let's start off with this beautiful pinky gold makeup. I'm starting off of course with a little bit of face primer. The e.l.f. mineral face primer is the first primer that I ever purchased, and therefore I really love it, and I thought I should welcome spring with something that I know I have and I love. I'm applying it all over my face, as you can see, and also down my neck because I am going to be taking foundation down my neck later. Then I move on straight to MAC's Paintpot in Painterly, another first for me. This is the first MAC item that I've purchased for myself. I'm using this all over my eyes, all the way up to my brow bone with my ring finger, and this is going to act as a primer and a neutralizing base for my eyes. Next, I'm going in with this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. I think this is in the shade Strawberry Milk, and I'm applying this all over the eye. Now, this is an optional step. I had a vision of a perfect pinky gold color, and I didn't own that eyeshadow. I don't have an eyeshadow exactly of the color that you will see soon. So that is why I decided to have a pink base over a champagne eyeshadow, as you'll see in just a moment. My eyeshadow is the Stila Kitten eyeshadow, and I'm really packing it on, quite a lot of it, on my moving lid area. And this, in combination with my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Strawberry Milk, gives me the perfect pinky golden shade that I was looking for. So of course, if you don't have the Jumbo Eye Pencil but you have a pinky champagne kind of eyeshadow, then go for that. That in fact will be better than using a Jumbo Pencil, in my opinion. Then I'm using both of these beautiful shades from my Sleek Eye Divine original palette. These shades are called London Eye and Penny Farthing respectively, and I'm using a combination of these with my buffing brush, with my buffing brush. I've forgotten the name of this brush, and I'm using this on my crease to very lightly define it. And obviously, keeping with the pink and gold theme, I'm keeping the whole look very spring summery. My eyeliner today is the They're Real Push-Up Liner by Benefit, and I'm using this to line my upper lash line. I'm making the line as thin as possible and a really tiny wing. It's not going to be very prominent, not as prominent as some of my winged eyeliners, but it's a nice delicate winged eyeliner. You guys already know how much I love doing a winged eye, so most of my looks have this, and I know it's repetitive, but I start with something and I always end up with a winged eyeliner. Then I'm tightlining with my Color Bar Just Smoky Kajal, as you can see over here. And you can also see me struggle very much with the tightlining because I'm used to pulling my eyes from the sides so that the surface is smooth and my eyes don't water, but I'm really trying to teach myself how to tightline properly. So there you have it. I'm struggling as well. My mascara today is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I don't know if you guys already know, but I am in love with this mascara, but exclusively for my upper lashes. For my lower lashes, the wand is just a little too thick. My foundation is my current favorite, the Revlon Color Stay foundation, the liquid one. I have it in the shade Fresh Beige, and I'm using the one for normal to dry skin. I'm applying it all over my face with the help of my fingers and then buffing it in with a buffing brush. You can use any brush that you like. You don't have to use a brush at all. It works beautifully with just your fingers, so keep that in mind. But I have a brush available and I like using it, so I'm using it. Also, always take your foundation down on your neck, because no matter what, your foundation is always, no matter how close the color, it is going to stand out if it is not dragged down your neck. It's going to make it feel like your neck and your head don't really belong together, so always bring your foundation down. Next step is concealer, and I'm of course using my Maybelline Fit Me. I don't think I've even touched any other concealer, and if I have, it has been a very conscious, very deliberate and slightly difficult effort for me because I love this one so much, and I'm applying it under my eyes, but not in a highlighting fashion, just to cover my dark circles a little bit, and I'm sort of buffing it in or whatever, applying it with a small foundation brush. This one is by NYX. This was one of the I've not used this brush for this purpose a lot, and I must say every time I've used it, even after washing it a couple times, it is a little scratchy under my eyes, so I don't think I'm going to continue using this particular brush for this purpose. And in any case, this concealer, the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, works best with your fingers, so better keep it that way. But nonetheless, I did use it today. Then I also use the same concealer to spot conceal all of my acne and acne scars, etc. And I used my foundation brush, the same buffing brush, to buff it all in and make it a part of my skin. I very quickly decided to set my under eye with the e.l.f. High Definition powder. This is just a translucent powder. You can use anything that you like. Lakme Rose powder is actually very nice, I find, for the under eye, even though it's rose tinted and not yellow. I find that it brightens up my under eye really well, so keep that in mind. My highlighter today is liquid, and this is the Stila highlighter in Kitten. The thing with liquid highlighters is that they look a lot more like a part of your skin than powder highlighters, which seem to sort of sit on top of your skin and make it look artificial. Liquid highlighters tend to look more natural, as do liquid blushes, as do liquid contours. Liquid products on your face are cream products, basically, are a little more natural, and that is the look that I went for today. Of course, I need my highlight, but there's no harm in attempting to make it a little more natural. So tops of my cheekbone, my brow bone, my forehead just a little bit, my cupid's bow just a little bit, my chin just a little bit. This is a very, very shimmery highlighter, so keep that in mind. And I applied it with a stipple brush. Now, as you can see, I'm also taking it to my brow bone area, just under my brow bone, to highlight there, and it's absolutely stunning. And somehow, even though it's very shimmery, it did end up looking more natural than I expected it to, so that's always a good thing. My blush today is the Stila Convertible Lip and Cheek color. I have it in the shade Peach Blossom, and I'm applying this with a different, slightly smaller stipple brush. This one is by e.l.f. Same thing with blush, that is cream. It looks more natural, and I'm using a combination of that. Why do I do that? Brush and my fingers to blend it in. It's time to set everything in place, and I'm using the High Definition powder again with a giant powder brush and setting all over my face. Using a translucent powder is good because it doesn't take away from your your blush and your highlight and all that. It just sets everything in place, but because it's translucent, it doesn't overpower, it doesn't give it more coverage. My bronzer is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Why I decided to do bronzer, why I have recently decided to do my bronzer and most of my powder products after powdering my face down is because it makes the surface a little less tacky, and therefore makes the blending of these powders that are more strategically placed, like the contour and sometimes the highlight when I'm using a powder highlight. It makes it easier to blend, and it makes it easier to make it a part of your skin rather than just sit on top in patchy ways. It just makes the whole process smoother, which is why I tend to do it after powdering my whole face. So I'm doing my cheekbones, my temples, a little bit of my forehead, my jawline of course, and now I'm using this small concealer brush from my core collection. I'm using this to try to be very precise with my nose contour. I'm using the same bronzer of course for all of these things. Size of my nose, little bit under the tip of my nose, and just blending it in with the same brush that I used on my face to contour. Next, I'm using my color bar just smoky kajal all over again, and I'm applying it to define my lower waterline. I'm not taking it all the way through, just about halfway to maybe 3/4 of the way, and then quickly blending it away with a small pencil brush. You can use a smudger behind it, that's also fine. I just like this brush. And then I am applying mascara to my lower lash line, but as I mentioned before, I don't love this mascara for my lower lashes because they're tiny and this wand is very large. So you want to keep that in mind. It's a great mascara. It lasts a long time and it doesn't flake or anything. But it's a little hard to apply on your lower lash. With that, most of my makeup is done. I'm finally moving on to my brows, and I'm using the e.l.f. eyebrow kit to define my, fill in my eyebrows wherever I find that there are some patches. But at the same time, I like to keep my brows as natural looking as possible, so I don't do a lot. Over here, I know that you can't tell the in-depth details of what I'm doing, but let me know in the comments below or as an email or whatever if you want me to do like an eyebrow, how I fill in my eyebrows, my eyebrow routine all over. If you want me to do some of that, then let me know and I would be very happy to do it for you. But all I basically do is just fill in the sparse edges, and after I've applied the waxy part of this kit, I just brush it through and I leave it like that. My lipstick today is of course the Miss Claire Soft Matte Lip Cream, and this is in the shade 15A, but I also did try the shade 06 with this look on at a later time during the day, and I did love that. And with that, this look is finished. I hope you like this. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. This is something that I had been planning for a very long time, so I hope that all of my efforts have paid off. If they have, if you enjoyed what you saw, then please don't forget to subscribe and let me know in the comment section. You can also follow me everywhere. I have my Instagram, my Facebook and my email address linked in the description box, so please don't forget to check that out. Just in case you missed what products I've used, I will have that mentioned in the description box as well, so please go check that out. It has all the good stuff mentioned. I hope you enjoyed and I will see you next time. Bye!